Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Lenka, a U.S. intelligence assessment reveals that American and Israeli attacks have not further altered Iran's timeline for producing nuclear weapons since last summer. Last year, analysts estimated that U.S.-Israel strikes in June, dubbed the 12-Day War, delayed Iran's nuclear weapons production by up to a year. However, the most recent attacks in February, which primarily targeted conventional military sites but also some key nuclear facilities, have not led to an additional delay in this timeline. Unnamed sources familiar with the assessment indicated that before the 12-Day War in June, Iran was likely 3 to 6 months away from producing enough weapons-grade highly enriched uranium, S.SouthernCommand, for a nuclear bomb. After those initial airstrikes on 3 nuclear facilities, this timeline was pushed back to roughly 9 months to a year. The current assessment suggests this delayed timeline remains unchanged. Experts believe a significant curbing of Tehran's nuclear program would necessitate the destruction or removal of its remaining HEU stockpile. The UN's International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, has been unable to verify the whereabouts of approximately 440 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium and estimates Iran's current EU inventory could be sufficient to produce 10 nuclear bombs if further enriched. The White House affirmed President Trump's strong stance against Iran acquiring nuclear weapons. According to Asahi Shimbun, Japan's self-defense forces have participated fully for the first time in the large-scale Balikatan military exercise hosted by the United States and the Philippines this year. The participation comes amidst concerns over a potential decrease in deterrence in Asia, as U.S. military assets are concentrated in the Middle East following the Iran conflict. Japan intends to leverage its full involvement in Balikatan to strengthen cooperation among like-minded nations, particularly with China's increasing maritime assertiveness in mind. During the exercise, Japanese SDF personnel, alongside U.S. and Philippine forces, established positions on a beach overlooking the South China Sea, using mortars, recoilless rifles, and machine guns to fire upon mock enemy targets attempting to land from the sea. 2nd Amphibious Rapid Deployment Regiment Commander Colonel Takumi Tamino highlighted the significance of the training, stating it was difficult to fully carry out domestically. Philippine Army Major General Aristotle Gonzalez noted that the SDF bringing their equipment allowed them to confirm interoperability with U.S. and Philippine forces. Both the Philippines and Taiwan share a common concern regarding China as a major security threat. Japan's deepened participation, enabled by last year's Reciprocal Access Agreement, RAA, underscores a closer security alignment, despite official statements that the exercises are not aimed at any specific country. According to NHK, the United States announced that 2 U.S.-flagged merchant vessels have successfully transited the Strait of Hormuz. This comes after the U.S. launched Operation Freedom on May 4th, a plan initiated by President Trump aimed at guiding ships stuck in the Persian Gulf through the vital waterway to ensure its openness. However, Iran has strongly rejected the U.S. claims. Tasnim news agency, linked to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, published a statement from the IRGC on May 4th denying the passage of U.S. merchant ships through the strait. Concurrently, Iranian state media reported that Iranian forces fired warning shots, including cruise missiles and drones, at U.S. destroyers navigating near the Strait of Hormuz. Adding to the escalating tensions, the United Arab Emirates announced it had been attacked by Iranian drones and missiles. This series of events indicates a rapid escalation of the already volatile situation in the region, as reported by NHK. According to Thai Sounds, Apple Inc. is actively seeking to diversify its chip supply chain, engaging in preliminary discussions with Intel and South Korea's Samsung for processor manufacturing services. This move comes as Apple, a longtime client of TSMC, aims to reduce its heavy reliance on the Taiwanese foundry. The decision is reportedly driven by the surging demand for AI chips, which has put pressure on TSMC's supply, and concerns over potential geopolitical risks in the Taiwan Strait. While Apple's CEO recently visited Samsung's Texas chip plant and Intel previously manufactured Mac processors for Apple, the article notes that neither Intel nor Samsung can currently match TSMC's production capabilities and scale. Apple executives are reportedly uneasy about 60% of their chips originating from a single region. Discussions with Intel could also strengthen Apple's relationship with the U.S. government, which is promoting domestic chip manufacturing. Despite TSMC's expansion in Arizona, its U.S. output remains a small fraction of Apple's total needs. According to Xinhuanet, the U.S. Southern Command announced that its Joint Task Force Southern Spear carried out a lethal kinetic strike on Monday against a vessel in the Caribbean. The command stated that intelligence confirmed the vessel was operated by designated terrorist organizations and was actively engaged in narco-trafficking operations along known routes. The strike, which was accompanied by a video showing the vessel being hit under night vision, resulted in the deaths of 2 male individuals described as narco-terrorists. The incident took place as part of ongoing efforts against illegal drug trafficking. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.